Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Apologies for not being around for the last couple of days or however long it is. As you can probably hear, I've been really ill. Excuse me. I'm not going to sniffle and snuffle my way through hopefully this video. But I want to bring you my completed pages so that I can kickstart Christmas with you. I've got some supplies that I'm desperate to use. And when you're ill, for me anyway, when I'm not sleeping, colouring is a very welcomed tonic. So I thought I'd just share with you, I was working in Rita Berman's Mein Winterspaziergang or My Winter Walk, but obviously I haven't finished it, but I will be carrying on with it, and I'm just really loving the way that it's going so far, this beautiful street that I'm going to put snow, clouds and stuff in. I've just got this idea of how I want it to be. So it didn't make the cut, but I thought I'd show you before I carry on that I've been in the Christmassy mode, folks. Christmassy mode. Right. Now, these are in order of how I've coloured them. Excuse me. So the first thing we did, and I say we, I mean on the channel as a colour with me. Have a sip of drink, hopefully that'll stop that. And we did this as a colour with me on the channel. And we did the dressing table room in, oh I'm sorry, look, I'm so out of practice where I've been off ill. In Joanna Basford's Rooms of Wonder. Oh, it's one of the most magical books ever, I think. So, what did we use? We used Prismas, Artex paint pens, gel pens, the Art Spirits paints, which I'll show you in a minute, for the mirror, and Trolle art pens. So I'm hoping on this dismal day that you can pick up that shine in the mirror. It's just absolutely beautiful. If you didn't watch the colour with me but are interested in Rebecca's paints, if you go to the video, there is a link down below of that incredible paint. I can't remember what it's called, but it says in the video. So I spent all this time blacking this out, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love, love, love the way this page has turned out. As much, probably more I think, than the bedroom one, but I love that too. But I just really love how this came out, and I'm thrilled with it. Just adore this book. And I can't wait to do more works. I just feel guilty now if I want to go and do anything without putting it on camera, but so we did that one. So now I've shown you this one. I should get some wax paper and put that in between, shouldn't I? I've run out. I've had to get some new stuff. So this is just food wax paper that I get from Amazon. I just put in wax paper and it comes up, and it will protect the other page from any ink, gel pen transfer or wax from your pencils transferring. So, yeah, so I'm just going to put that in there, protect that. So that was page number 1 in Joanna Basford's Room of Wonders, so which was a colour along or colour with me video. And then we did, again, as a colour with me on the channel. Just going to come out for a minute so you can see the... I did a flip through and a colour with me in Linda Ravenscroft's Naughty Fairies. I have Naughty Fairies 1 and this is 2. I love her books. So this is on the channel as well to colour along. And this is how she came out. Zoom back in. Now what I do is I go online and find Linda's original works and use those colours as inspiration. So she's based very much on Linda's artwork. There are obviously a few changes because it's never going to be exactly. But this one is named Doubt. Excuse me. When she sneaks up on you, it's hard to make decisions. Watercolour on paper. So that was Linda's original version. So on the video, I wanted to show that because Linda's works are grayscale. Beautiful, but grayscale. I wanted to show that you don't need to be scared of grayscale. In fact, it's your friend. It shows you where to put your darks and lights. And that we could throw all sorts of media at Linda's books and they withstand it all and come out beautifully. So there is a lot on here. There's hardly any bleed through, and I did use alcohol markers for the skin, so I'll centralise it there while I tell you what we used. We used Prisma pencils, we used watercolour paint, we used paint pens, gel pens, stickles, metallic paint and alcohol markers, as I've said. So a whole mishmash of different media. I'm really pleased with how she came out. I think she's beautiful. So on her, well, you can pick up the moon for a start. That was metallic paints. Then I don't know if you can pick up the wings, but the lighting in here is not the best. But she's got stickles outlining her wings. I used alcohol markers for her skin, like I said, and then just went over with pencil. And the background is paint, and the dress and the wings were pencil. So, and probably some paint pen somewhere. But there is a video for this, so if you want to have a look and have a go yourself, you can. So that was the wonderful Linda Ravenscroft's Naughty Fairies 2, which I'm so happy to have as part of my collection. And then I went off on my own, and I will tell you that I obviously started to feel unwell. This one's okay, but there are in about 2 books' time, I'll tell you, but obviously my colouring went off. I'm going to show you anyway, but I'm not particularly happy with them, and then it picks up again. But that's the life of a colourist. You can't be happy with everything. I'm pleased with this one. This is Yoshimi Sekiguchi, I think, if that's how you say it. And this is Colouring Book of Secret Dream Story. This was from Amazon Japan, and a lovely person on Instagram, lovely friend on Instagram, said to me ages ago, Lucy, you'll like this book, go and have a look. And I went over and got it straight away. So this is the first colouring I've done in it, and I did this page. So the little lady and her teddy bear climbing up the mushroom steps, and I did use the inspiration page, which I cut out with a proper craft knife. So that's the inspiration page, very dreamy soft colours. So I kept the dreamy soft colours for the background, but brightened it up in my own way for the rest of the page. Kept the colours, but just brightened it up instead of it being so pastel-y. And I really like how mine came out. So I'm really thankful to this because I love the background colours. But I like the brightness of my page. So what do you think, folks? I'm really proud of how it came out. I love, love, love copying images. Although it takes forever. I love it. You learn so much, I think, from copying art, like how to get the colours and the shading and things like that. So I really enjoy doing it, and it takes the stress away of colouring for me. You know, choosing colours. That's the wrong word, stress. It's not stressful. But I just enjoy the relaxation of sitting and copying and transferring an image. So I did that, and I love it. There's nothing added to it, no stickles or shine or anything like that. I just wanted it as it is. This is the most beautiful book, and I will be doing more in it. So let me tell you, the background, I think I used, I used the Faber-Castell pastels, soft pastels, to do the background, and Prismas. A lot of my work this month was Prismas because they were on my desk, and as I felt well enough to come in and do any colouring, I just grabbed those. Towards the end of the month we've got different pencils come in, but yeah, so that's this page. Absolutely adorable book, I love it. And there is, like I say, inspiration pages at the back. Where are they? Yeah, they're at the back. So beautiful. So I will be doing more in here using those pages. So that's Yoshimi Sekiguchi, Colouring Book of Secret Dream Story. That's from Amazon Japan. And then an old favourite of mine that hasn't seen the light of day since before I started to pack up to move, which I only ended up moving bedrooms instead of, or offices instead of house, but nevertheless, The Beautiful Ink House by Rory Dobner. I wish Rory would bring out a new book. I know he's got lots going on over on his Instagram and on his channel, on his his Instagram and his website, but I just wish we could have another colouring book. That's an old one, very old one. Now, I did this little guy. This one is not named. Let me zoom you in so you can come and see properly. Now, Rory's put here, one guest who shall remain nameless retires to bed at precisely 1:45 p.m. each day to escape the racket. Now, he says that shall remain nameless. When I saw this book, I instantly thought Bagpuss. Bagpuss was one of my favourite children's television programmes as a child. In fact, my children brought me the excuse me, the DVD to watch one Christmas so that I could sort of reminisce, if you like. And I was going to colour him like Bagpuss, but I didn't have the nerve. Once I started, I thought, oh, do you know what? I got the pink out, look. But so this page was really simple. I did Prismas and a gold gel pen. So I did the wallpaper. I don't even know if you're picking up on that shimmer, but that's not too much of a bad thing. Left the black was already black, so I left that and just went over with gold gel pen. I'm so sorry, people. Yeah, gold gel pen. And the rest of it is Prismas. This one was Inktense, I think, but I really enjoyed the simplicity of just Prismas and a little bit of gel pen. This was pencil work. Everything apart from the gold that you see on the background is pencil work. So I'm actually really happy with how the little fella turned out, even if I'd have liked him to be Bagpuss. So, I mean, I've done a few, like, these are really old now, but I did that one. Herman, the Hermit Crab. See me back out. I really like that. I love this book, but it does take a certain amount of confidence to do it. I did the Huxley Hedgehog. That was my Facebook page picture. Yeah, so that's as far as I've got. So I'm hoping this will come back out now because it is a gorgeous book. So that was the Ink House. I've named it Bagpuss page. And then I did... oh, so this is where it starts to go wrong. I did a really simple page in Lizzie Mary Cullen's Magical Christmas. And, yeah, I'm not, well, it is what it is, but... and I've been using this book and we'd been doing Christmas together. Where is the ones we'd done? That one we did last Christmas. And that we used Inktense and Stickles. I hope you can pick up on that gorgeous glitteriness. So I chose the simplest page I could so that I wasn't doing it without you guys. And did this. Now, it is entirely covered in shimmer and glitter. And that beautiful silver paint. It's okay, it's okay. I just didn't have the health, I suppose, to do the stuff that I would have liked to have done more to it. I could go back and do round the bubbles, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it as it is. Well, dewdrops, I think they are. So again, again, it was Prisma. This background, if you can, yeah, there you go, you can see it around here now. is Folk Art glitter, holographic glitter paint. It's gorgeous. I might have to pause and come back. The stars are Rebecca over at the Art Spirits True Silver paint. There is no, if you've got this, there is nothing that compares to that. Incredible paint. I haven't found a silver paint that compares anywhere. The Spider's Web is actually the Faber-Castell metallic Pitt pen. Look if I can find it. No, gold. There it is. So I've got gold and silver, which I was kindly gifted. I think they're £2 each, but they don't get bleed through the paper. They're absolutely brilliant, like just a felt tip marker. They're so good. So I went over the black lines with that. The background is gel sticks. I think it's either gel sticks or I didn't written it down. Yeah, I think it's gel sticks. Could be ink, but I'm not sure. I think it's gel sticks actually. Yeah, gel sticks. And then smothered the whole lot in the Folk Art holographic glitter, and then put stickles on the dewdrops if it wasn't glittery and shimmery enough. So, love this book, The Magical Christmas by Lizzie Mary Cullen. And for the last 2 years, we've coloured a picture every year in here. We've done this one, and there's the other one. That was last year, and then the year before we did the Robin with Black Widows. So they're all on my channel. He's still quite cute, considering that was a long time ago, so pleased with that. So that's The Magical Christmas by Lizzie Mary Cullen. And then, this one's okay. I'm happy with this one. Turn the page. This is Rita Berman's I think it's Trip Round Europe. And I did the little cat, let's come in, and the orange tree and the artwork. Now I like this one, but I magnificently messed up the background. I don't know what I was thinking. Obviously, why even why even try when you're poorly to do such a detailed page? I think I managed to rescue it. So originally the leaves were metallic, and I started to do the background in pencil, and it was just a disaster. So I painted over it with some watercolour, and then when that was dry I put some gouache on it just to sort of give it a more smoky feel, and then left it alone. The leaves I really wasn't happy with because they might even still have a bit of a shine some places, but they just looked odd against the matte of the background, and I don't know, they just looked odd, so I went over them with pencil. And then the page seemed to pick up a bit from there. So I'd used Prismas again. Hang on, I'm looking at the wrong page. Oh, here we are. I used white acrylic paint to make the sky look misty and cover up my streaks. Excuse me. Gouache paint. So it was actually gouache paint on the background to cover up the pencil. Then the white. Excuse me, I'm going to have to pause for a minute. Sorry about that, it's all the talking. I'll try and shut up. Yeah, gouache paint to cover up the streaks in the background. White acrylic paint to do the clouds. Posca pens for the detailing. And can you see around the little flowers on the oranges. I went to town with that, really enjoyed that. And gel pens. So in the end it was okay, but I had to learn to step away, you know, when you've got things wrong. I did the handle of the paintbrushes. Most of my favourite paintbrushes that I've got blue handles. So I did them. The little kitty cat has got some gel pen over to give him a little bit more emphasis of his stripes. And that's it. Then just Posca white dots. So I actually did manage to save it up because I was devastated because... Oh no, it's not. I thought this was my signed copy, but it's not. So... But the pictures I have done in here, I really like. I did that one with Inktense, and I really like how that came out. So, anyway, there we go. So that's that page. Rescued. And that's my trip round Europe by Rita Berman. I love this page. My friend Sue, who's been following the channel for a long time, since I've been going, I think, purchased this book for me way back in the summer. So I cracked it open and I did this little fella. Isn't he cute? Thank you, Sue. I love doing this page and I love how it came out. So he is alcohol markers, Prismas, Posca pen and stickles. So Posca pens over alcohol markers basically. Then we've got stickles on the stars. Can you see? Oh, doesn't want to play ever. White Posca pen to add the snow onto him. The same with the fluff on his little hat and bauble, or pom-pom should I say. And I just had a blast. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to do more in here now. Just lovely, relaxing, really cute pictures. So I love that. One thing you do have to be aware of is that the black ink will bleed from your... what am I trying to say, people? When you use alcohol markers, it will make the black ink bleed. So what I found was stay within the lines and let the ink spread up. If you just keep tapping it, it will sort of spread up to the line. If I'm making any sense, I apologise if I don't. But if you like, just colour straight over it, the black smudges. Not great when you're using pale pink. There was a little bit of a smudge there and I had to go in with white Posca to cover it up and then colour back over it. The same thing with the little worm. I had to cover him entirely with white paint because I'd used a very soft pink and the black had all bled into him. So, but happy mistake because he came out looking really cute. Frozen stiff, but very cute. So I love this book. Thank you once again, Sue. It was such a lovely gift. Thank you. There he is, my little friend. Little fella. Okay. Another one that this one I'm really upset about. This is Creative Christmas by Creative Heaven. Haven, sorry, by Marjorie Sornet, and I love her work. And I decided to do the elves page. I like, yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it's this, I wanted to make this look like ice or like a frozen lake, and I just don't like that. I think I've got this was done with markers, and it feels like round their boots that they're clumsy lines. I could go back in with Posca and tidy it up, I know. It's not that bad, it's just, I don't know what it is. I like it, I like the colours, but I don't know. When you come back and look, it never looks as disastrous as you think, but it feels like clumsy round their shoes or something, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm ill. So this one I called Kissing Elves, and I used alcohol markers, as you can see, for the leaves and stuff on the dresses. Prismas again, Posca, Stickles for these. I'll show you. I'll lift it up and show you in a minute for these little swirls on the ice. And then I did a splatter with white acrylic paint. So I don't know if you can pick up the ice shimmer there, but no, I like it. It's just I would have done this differently. I think it's the green, although it's a cool green. I don't know. Actually looks alright when I look at it on camera. I'm thinking it actually looks fine. On their stickles on their hats and their belts and their little, yeah. So it's actually a cute page, and maybe I don't need to be devastated after all. Such a lovely book. But yeah, that's that one. My little Kissing Elves from Creative Christmas by Creative Haven, the wonderful work of Marjorie Sarnett. Then I did a first page ever in Joanna's Christmas. See, this Rooms of Wonder has really sparked my love of Joanna's work again, and I fluffed it up. However, it was a happy fluff up. So this is how it ended, and you'll all know. Oh, sorry, people. You'll all know this page. There was lines out here and then swirls. Well, I messed it up, and I loved this. I can't remember how I messed it up, but I was devastated. So I slapped out the black acrylic paint, and I thought, you know what? I'm sure I've got some stencils somewhere. So I found snowflake stencils and used my Jelly Roll Moonlight pen and Jelly Roll White pen to put the snowflakes on. And actually, I really love how it came out. So these were my interpretation of bringing the swirls from the inside out to make it look like gusts of wind of snow, and then just kind of stickled everything. Oh, got a good shimmer there. So kept the stars simple with the just Prisma Grey, and then just put a subtle bit of stickle in them. There we go. I messed up his saddle, so I had to go over with not a hoo-hoo, Artex acrylic paint markers. But that, okay, you know, you can forgive that, but it was when I did the background, I was like, oh God. But actually I'm really pleased with how it came out, because I've seen so many incredible versions of this page, and it makes mine completely unique to me. And I was so impressed with how the Jelly Roll Moonlights worked on black. They came out really well, and not to mention the Jelly Roll White pen. I mean, look at that snowflake. Just perfect. They were just stencils, but this stencil belonged to some that had got holly on it, and I just thought, oh, that's going to look like the wind blowing the snow about. So yeah, love it. So actually quite a happy mistake, and I rescued another page. So we all fluff up, but I will insist on doing things when I'm poorly. With fibromyalgia, you learn to keep going as much as you can, as often as you can. So I do have to, sometimes just going to have to admit defeat and not do things in my special books. But I do love this one. So that's the wonderful Joanna's Christmas. I do adore this book. There is some gorgeous images, but it scares me because I've seen so many lovely versions of all of these. So, but Joanna's Christmas, an older book, but first time colouring for me. And then I did a page in, we're nearly there now folks, did a page in Mandolin by Maria Trolle. I think this is called Moonlight, isn't it? I think so, in the English version. I got this from Book Depository when it first came out. And I did this double page. So obviously inspiration from the front, but changed the colours round. I'd done that one previously, so I knew how beautifully these colours work together. So that's how I wanted to keep it. I'm just trying to centralise it, bring you in a little bit. There we go. Now, I don't know if you can pick up on that moon. There's glitter gel pen on the stars, but the moon I used the Derwent anniversary set of metallic pens, pencils. These ones, Kevin brought them for me for my birthday. This incredible set. They're so beautiful, and they're great for accenting things. Absolutely incredible set, beautiful set. And so I did the moon with them. They're like no other Derwent pencil. They are so soft and blendable. They're just so beautiful. And straight away I thought, oh, I'm going to try them on the moon. So I don't know if you can pick that. There is a little bit of shine. They're not too metallic-y, which is quite nice. You just get that hint of metallic, which is lovely. I decided my Comet was not going to be orange because of the colours I'd got over here. I know blue and orange go, but I wanted it to be, what do you call it, unified. And I love how it came out. I love it. And while I was poorly, actually, you'd normally moan about doing all these leaves in the same colours and that, but it was so therapeutic just to sit here and just do the same colour over and over again for the leaves. So I love it. I'm really, really pleased with how it turned out. And the only other one I did in here, I think, is this one. And I hate the way I've done Lucy, but again, sticking to those colours. So, and it just works really well. So I might see how many we can get away with doing those colours in, because it is really gorgeous. And I think, hold your horses folks, I didn't use Prismas. Oh my gosh. I managed to get my Pablos out. So I used my Pablos, the Derwent metallic pencil for the moon, and a glittery silver gel pen for the stars, and a little bit of stickles on the Comet. I don't know if you picked that up at all, but yeah. Love it. Right, last page, last but no means least, this is what I finished yesterday. It's A Million Sea Creatures by Lulu Mayo. Do you remember my video? We did do a video on this one where I had to do a page rescue, but nevertheless, so I did this one. And I kept it as simple as I possibly could, and I love her. This was a new combination for me. This was red and pink to make this corally colour. Very brave of me, if I do say so myself. But it is back to Prismas, white gel pen and Jelly Roll Moonlight pen. So the Jelly Roll was on this little guy down here. I love him. So I whited out all the black lines and then put the Jelly Roll Moonlight over him. I haven't stickerised it because the other page, look at this page. It's a Christmas Santa sleigh with presents. Look at that. So they're off delivering the presents. So I haven't put stickles on it because I didn't want to have the lumps and bumps, but I probably will afterwards. So him, my little otter friend, is just so cute. This was the page I fell in love with when I first got the book, and we should have done this as a colour along. There is a little bit of metallic gel pen on the little narwhal, but other than that, just kept very simple. So folks, that's my completed pages for November, and we are now December. I have my fingers crossed that I'm going to pick up enough that we can do a colour along together. As you can hear, it's the talking that's the problem. I'm alright if I'm just sitting here doing nothing. Nobody expects anything from me. It's the talking that I think is the problem. And but I've got a pile of stuff for the last couple of months that I've built up that I want to share with you so I can use on the channel. I want to kickstart Christmas and do our colour alongs, so I might have to just do a colour with me where I say I'm not going to talk much. Just have to have the sound of the pencil. How about that? But I've got stuff that I can't use because I haven't shown you yet, and I never do that because all of the money that I earn from YouTube, which is not a lot, goes into buying new stuff for the channel, and I never use it without showing you. So yeah, I want to get into that stuff. So I'm going to bid you farewell. I'm going to stop waffling and stop making myself cough like an idiot. And I will be back, hopefully, like ASAP, because we've got Christmas pages to do together. Alright, my lovely friends. I'm going to let you go. Please take really good care of yourselves. Don't tell me off for filming the video, because I've neglected you long enough. I'm well enough sat here with paracetamol and a hot cup of tea to sit and talk. Kind of. So don't tell me off for making the video. Alright, my lovely friends, until we meet again really soon, take really good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.